Hello everyone, welcome to another episode of Coaching Chats. Today we have an excellent topic on sleep. We are going to talk a little bit about the only single person in the gym, well, might be single, we don't know, this is the thing. Adam's love life. We've got a banger of a quiz, if I didn't already mention that, well, is hopefully going to play into the strengths of Simon. And Jules, mate, how's your week been?
Yeah, the weekend was good. Last week was good. Got away down south for a night over the weekend, which was good. Been good. Feel relaxed.
Did you on the weekend?
I did, yes. I went down south Friday morning, came back Saturday arvo, and then wrestled Saturday night.
Was it
with a
streamed?
hangover? It was supposed to be, but they ended up using it as a test run because the infrastructure is quite tricky for that kind of thing. But on July 25th, when EPW returns to Claremont, that'll be live streamed, I believe.
Oh, wicked. So July 25th is when it's back.
Yeah.
Isn't
Back
that
in full.
Yeah, it's 1RM, yes.
Well, I can do it all.
It looks like we're lifting big, and then we're heading to Claremont to, watch Jules win. Are you in the title picture again, or what? What's going on?
It's entirely possible. But I'll tell you what, that sounds like a good plan. It almost writes itself. 1RM, get your lift on, then go down the pub, get your protein in. I believe beer has 0.1 grams of protein. So go down the pub, get your protein in. You have to drink about 30 beers. And then off to Claremont we go.
We'll catch a train up. Sounds like an absolute time to be alive. So guys,
I got Jules a new super fan this morning.
Oh my God. Craig.
Is Craig the new fan?
I was exposed to Craig.
He's going to come?
Yeah.
Yes, the big dog himself coming down. The beast, as he likes to be called.
He does.
Anyway, that's a good time to touch on this, guys. Great news. We will be running 1RM in July this year. Stuff you, COVID. We're doing it. So what a time to be alive. We managed to do it. We managed to get a decent enough prep in. We were going to try and do it over a week, but, we're going to do it on the day as, the Lord Jesus has intended it to be, and we will kick some butt and lift some tins. So that is exciting times. Simon, how's your week been?
Yeah, it's been pretty good. Trained pretty well. Had a few too many drinks on the weekend. Got 9 hours sleep last night. So, yeah, pretty good.
It's all up. So that would have been an excellent transition into our topic of sleep, but I've got to ask first, Adam, how much sleep are you getting at the moment with your new love life?
Oh, it's the same as I normally get, mate. Not 8 hours.
Tell us, mate. Tell us, is it official business yet, or is it still hush, hush, say no more?
I don't know. Could be.
I would like to point out, Adam, that we have had a serious ratings drop in a key demographic since last week.
No.
Whose fault is that, Ryan? You could have kept it hush hush and then.
I'm telling you, the female population that watched this video has plummeted since you potentially became off the market. So we need a bachelor in the FSC team. Adam, you were it. I don't know what's going on with everyone else, but I'm pretty stuck. Simon, you're pretty stuck as well. Jules, are you the potential bachelor that we need?
No. I think I'm in the most long-term relationship here, so I'm useless.
You're the most stuck, aren't you? So, all right, Adam, you're single. Good.
Yeah,
good.
For the ratings purpose, I'm single.
Ratings going up. I can feel them lifting. Like our sleep quality is going to be lifting for all our members after this chat. Adam, you've been doing some research. What's been going on? What are we talking about? We're talking about sleep. Hit us with some numbers. I'm going to go have a nap.
Some numbers. Well, yeah, so obviously sleep is an extremely important thing that a lot of people undervalue. We've probably all heard the phrase, I'll sleep when I'm dead. But that's probably like the worst piece of advice, if you can even call it advice, or just the worst thing someone could say, because sleep is the number one, is like a great predictor of all-cause mortality in terms of not getting enough. So quite literally, if you don't sleep enough, you'll die earlier. So if you say I'll sleep when I'm dead, you'll be sleeping pretty soon then.
You're more likely to die quicker. Is that what you're saying?
That is what I'm saying.
I've
Yes.
also heard the phrase "sleep is for the weak."
Yeah, I've heard that one as well. Those people.
People that don't sleep are generally just weak.
What does Simon have to say about that?
Mentally, physically, compared to their potential, is what I'm saying. To their
Yeah.
Simon, imagine how strong you would be if you actually slept.
Yeah, no.
Keeps me up at night thinking about it.
Yeah, it's just another stress I need in my life.
Yeah, I don't know if the best thing is to talk about is for Simon. He's just going to sleep even less. That's why, like, when I started reading, I just like kept thinking about all this stuff when I like wasn't able to fall asleep straight away, and then just like keeps ticking over. You're like, oh no, I'm not sleeping. I'm going to die.
It's one of those things, isn't it? Like people used to say read a book before you sleep. I gave that a go. Have you ever read an interesting book and try to go to sleep? My brain just ticks over like a crazy person. If I read anything, I'm up for like for example, I am currently reading. Let me get look. It's right next to me. Prop. Shout out to the big Jody and Smitty. Reading that, I read a page of this. I'm stuck for an hour thinking about one page. Like, it is stupid. So I don't recommend reading.
You got to read something like The Barefoot Investor, something mundane and boring.
Or like fiction. Some people like fiction.
Yeah. Just something you don't have to overthink.
Mm.
So really, we've got to... Simon, can you turn your head to the left again? Your hair isn't as good at the back as it is at the front, is it?
What?
Turn your head side.
Why? What's wrong?
Oh, you fixed it. It was sticking up. It looked like you had a duck's butt. Get it? Jules, what are your recommendations on sleep, mate?
I don't have as much of a scientific approach to it as probably Adam and Simon, and probably you have as well. I haven't done that much research into it, but all I know is for myself, I take a while to get to sleep. I can't just fall asleep and like as soon as I hit the pillow. So I have to go to bed a little bit earlier and account for the time it'll take me. And then the other thing is my phone, because I inevitably, if I have my phone on, I read something that interests me, and then I can't sort of switch it off. So chuck my phone on Do Not Disturb, and then just stare at the ceiling for like half an hour, and then I'm usually out.
Nice. Well, I'll give you the 3 best things that I ever did to improve my sleep. Number 1 was joining on from Jules's talking about the phone. My phone goes on Do Not Disturb mode, like at 7:15. Well, there's literally
it sure does. So, if you have questions from Ryan after that time, you're out of luck.
Like Jules knows it because you've messaged me before asking like a question like, do I need to be up at 5:15 in the morning? And he doesn't get a response because my phone is literally like on Do Not Disturb mode. I'm not even looking at it anymore. So like that's probably one of the best things I did. Other thing was like making a good sleep plan. So like before I go to bed, I do the exact same kind of things. So I'll come home from work. I will then eat dinner. Probably watch a show of some kind. I know you're not supposed to like watch TV just before you go to bed, but I do it anyway. And then, go to bed and I do some breathing and I'm asleep. I sleep like so fast. I'm the greatest sleeper. I'm so great at sleeping. And like, you're out. I do like the breathing stuff really helps me just shut off my brain because if people can't tell, I'm pretty much like quite often. I've only had 1 coffee today. I'm feeling great. This is because I had such a great sleep last night until about 4 in the morning where I woke up and I had no more covers on me because Annika's stole them and turned into a cocoon. So you thought you were going to get away with that one, Annika, but you're not. I'm calling you out. You're the worst person to sleep next to in the world. But that was 2 things, wasn't it?
Yeah.
Yeah.
Third thing. God, I've forgotten.
You got so riled up over the Annika situation.
No, she was in trouble this morning, eh? I came home after like the morning and I came back and she was like, what's wrong? I was like, you literally are the worst.
And then you got kicked out of home.
Yeah.
That's why you're in the gym.
That's why I was at the gym, because I got kicked out of the house. So, but anyway, the third thing I like to do, you've got to measure out how long you need to sleep and what time you need to go to bed compared to what time you're getting up at. This is quite important that people don't realise. People forget how long hours are overnight. So if I always get up at 4 a.m. because I've got to go to work, etc., etc. So I make sure that I'm in bed or asleep at 8 o'clock. because that is 8 hours. I know that I need 8 hours. If I'm on 8 hours all the time, consistent 8 hours across the week, like an average, I'm feeling pretty good. So that's what I do. That's my free thing. Simon, you got free things for us?
Not really. I've tried everything. Most things work.
What are your free big no-nos in sleep then?
There you go. That's a good one.
No-nos.
What are the no-nos? What are the things that keep you up?
You.
Okay, that's one thing. Any others?
No, I don't know. It's obviously alcohol, any stimulants. Be careful what time you have your last coffee or any pre-workout. So my last coffee I have at 2:30 in the afternoon. So it gives me a few hours to come down off it, if I do even go up a bit. I don't know.
And what are those funky little glasses you got on, mate? What's the benefits of those?
They're those like kind of blue screen things. Like I don't know, what are they, Adam?
Blue light blocking glasses. So
That's it, yeah.
naturally, like the sun the sun gives you all the spectrum of the light, but particularly blue light is one that anchors your circadian rhythm. So that's like your 24-hour rhythm throughout the day, which is like kind of syncs up with sunrise and sunset. And obviously from an evolutionary standpoint, once the sun went down, we never had blue light after that. The only thing we got exposed to was like a fire. That would probably be the most amount of light that you'd see. But nowadays, like TV screens and computers, phones, the rest, they emit quite a lot of blue light. So that can really mess with your circadian rhythm and makes it much more difficult to fall asleep. So if you wear those blue light blocking glasses while you're using computers out throughout the day, but also once the sun sets, that can help anchor your circadian rhythm and help, fall asleep easier.
There you go. All I know is I can look at the screen during the day more and do more work.
You look
that as well.
And look smarter, yeah.
I'm going to get some so people take me seriously. Jules, what are your free big tips for sleep?
All right. Don't eat too late. For some reason, if I eat too late, it takes me a while to get to sleep. I'm sure Adam could explain the science behind that. I can't. Adam, is there some sort of explanation for that?
I think it's just to do, with like your body trying to digest the food.
So when you go, like your body wants to digest stuff, it takes up more time. It's harder for your body to go to sleep, blah, 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 blah.
Yeah, so that's one. Don't eat too late.
I don't know the exact science about it, but I know there are some science. There is a bit of science behind it, and it's one of those things like you kind of want to make sure you're not eating just before you're trying to fall asleep.
Yeah, nice. Secondly, I'd say don't cheat. So, there's levels of things that people use to get to sleep, whether it's like a beer or wine before you go to sleep, or some sort of over-the-counter tablet, or then other crazy stuff. The more you cheat to get to sleep, obviously, like the guy said, the worse your sleep quality is going to be, and the more you're probably going to need to rely on that going forward long term. So try and find ways naturally that work for you would be number 2. And number 3 would be just don't be stressed. Just don't do it.
Easier said than done. Hey?
Stress is a killer. Just pretend you don't care about everything, or find a way to not be stressed. No, actually, that's that was a bit of a joke. But honestly, if you can find ways during the day to actively deal with your stress and get as much done as possible, so you don't have to lay in bed thinking about what you're going to do the next day, and have plans in place to make sure everything gets done and you're not leaving stuff to the last minute, you probably find when you go to sleep, you're not thinking about a million things every time. And just don't overdo the coffee. Even though I'm having one of these little gimmick coffees right now. These are from Adam's motherland. Boss Coffee from Japan.
Excuse me, Jules, no ads, please.
Okay. If you want to sponsor the show, get in touch.
Yeah, Boss Coffee, if you want to sponsor the show, actually, let's advertise. Boss Coffee, I can give you a wicked advert where I can do many, many things. I'll do a back.
Is this Adam on the can?
Does that look like Adam? He's got a moustache.
Adam can't grow a moustache.
Number 1 can in Japan.
I just called you Adam. Adam, your free top tips, mate.
So you've kind of touched on some of them. So what you didn't specifically say, but you get into bed like the same time pretty much every day. wake up at the same time every day. So regularity is one of the biggest things. So if your body your body wants to know when it's going to fall asleep. So if you go to sleep the same time every night, then a couple hours before your body goes, okay, like I'm going to go to sleep within the next couple of hours, going to start winding down. So your body just gets used to that pattern, and you'll find you'll fall asleep easier. Quite literally, so a lot of people will have a good regularity throughout the week because they got to get up for work the same time every day. But then on the weekend, they'll stay up an extra couple of hours or sleep in an extra couple of hours the next day. That's pretty much like you're putting yourself through jet lag. So you're almost telling your body that you're in a different time zone by staying up 2 hours later than what you normally do and waking up 2 hours later than you normally would. And then come Monday, that's why it's so much harder to wake up on Monday, because you didn't have that regularity throughout the whole week. So as much as it does suck if you're someone who gets up early throughout the week, try get up early and go to sleep early the same time you normally would on the weekend as well. Another one that you guys haven't touched on would be temperature. So your body wants to sleep, I think it's about 16 to 18 degrees Celsius is the ideal sleep temperature.
Not 5 degrees, Erica. Not 5 degrees.
I'm a cold sleeper too, though. Blast the fan.
So everyone will fall asleep better in a cold room versus a hot room. But naturally, your body temperature will drop as you're about to go to sleep, and when you're fully asleep in the middle of the night, that's when your body temperature is the coldest. You guys touched on it as well. Alcohol and caffeine would definitely be things to avoid, or if for caffeine you want to have it earlier in the day. And then avoid napping too late in the afternoon as well would probably be my third tip.
Yep.
So is that regularity, temperature, and avoid napping late in the afternoon.
One more that we haven't really covered, what's very important is the darkness levels of your room. If you've got a room that gets light, if you've got street lights outside your window, the sun comes up and you're still in bed, you try to get your sleep. Like, big thing is make sure your room is as dark as possible. Get some curtains, get some real good curtains that are going to block out as much light as possible. Like, the darker your room is, the more your body's just going to go, oh, it's nighttime, let's go to sleep. So and it's all a natural light that you're going to go outside your house for street lights and stuff like that. Like, I'll tell you this for free. Every time I go to Bunbury, I sleep so much better than when I'm up in Perth, when I'm staying at mum and dad's. Like, me and Annika almost use it as a time for us just to go to sleep. We go down south to just get a good couple of nights sleep if we've had a rough week. And because mum and dad have these curtains that are just the most blackout curtains in the world, and we just sleep for hours. It's wicked. So
why don't you just buy some curtains?
Cheaper than the fuel. What about these little gimmicks? The face masks.
Simon,
what?
You're gonna say that I'm not allowed to go see Ali?
No, but if you're not sleeping as well during the week, then maybe you should get some curtains.
No, I sleep fine during the week. But if I'm having a bad week and I've had maybe an interrupted sleep during the week for some random reason or whatever, we like going down there just for a reset.
No.
Because you get away and you get to sleep and you get it's nice. The doggies are there. You get to hang out with the doggies.
There's not a lot of distractions out in the country, is there?
It's
a relaxing place.
It's quieter. What's the nice thing as well? Noise is a big thing that we haven't talked about, like making sure your room is as quiet as possible.
I wear earplugs, eye mask.
Yeah.
Like, it works quite well.
I'm always worried about my alarm when I do that, though.
Yeah, and that anxiety doesn't help you sleep well, does it?
No.
So give it a test run during the weekend, mate.
All right. I never slept through a morning client, though, in 18 months I've been here, so...
Nice, well done.
And with that, it's time for the sport. All right, let me get the sport up. All right, we had a bad week this week, boys and girls. The Suns suffered their first defeat post-COVID. Just trying to get the results up, actually. AFL. Simon, do you want to talk about the Premier League while I'm just getting the results up?
I've got the results on my phone if you want me to be the man.
Simon, what results have we got, mate?
United, someone 5-2.
That's
So
what
I
you
was
get.
happy. That's all. Yeah, we went up to 4th place for like 3 hours, but I don't know. There's 5 games left. The 2 teams above us have got a hard run in. We've got an easy one, so we should make top 3.
That's good. That's good. So yeah, we don't really care anymore because Liverpool
FA,
in one.
yeah,
So-
FA Cup, United, Chelsea in a couple of weeks, so semi-final.
that will be a banger of a clash. I reckon. That's going to be great. All right, let's go through the AFL. The West Coast Eagles got a win. What? Good on them. Brisbane beat Port. We've got Fremantle. Fremantle got a win as well.
Sure did.
It's only me that had a bad week. Sydney haven't played yet. Sydney, Melbourne. Is that the one that's been postponed?
Yeah, so the fixture's been a bit cooked. But yeah, Sydney played West Coast instead, and Melbourne played the Tigers because the Eagles couldn't play the Tigers.
Okay, cool. The Suns went down to Geelong in a pretty good effort. I watched the game. It was a pretty good game, to be honest, but just weren't good enough to that time. So, and the Bulldogs beat North Melbourne. Richmond took out Melbourne. And GWS are just having a great time, and they beat Hawthorn. So that's AFL. The rugby, Super Rugby Australia was back. Everyone, what a time to be alive. Who else is excited? Just me. Excellent. Well, the Force are playing next week, so we don't have to worry about it too much. But we had the Reds take out New South Wales, and I think the Brumbies beat what's their names? I was watching the game, but then in other news, I had to leave the game because some angsty teens, we suspected angsty teens, broke into Freo. So I had to leave midway through the game. What I was not pleased about. Shout out to Luke and Elle for being absolute amazing people and hanging around while the door was open and helping me fix the door when I got down there. So big shout out to them. Any other sport guys?
I can think of.
There was a hot dog eating contest I heard on the radio.
Yeah, I saw that. Yeah.
What was it, 78 in 10 minutes or something?
Yes.
78 hot dogs.
That is insane.
No.
That's nuts. There hasn't been any powerlifting world records that we probably should touch base on or any. CrossFit hasn't.
So.
They've changed their CAO to a bald dude. So whatever.
Some Jack Paul dude that Ryan aspires to be.
Stuff that. Well, yeah, pretty much.
Is it Joe DeFranco?
Yeah, pretty much. Oh, my Ask Woodford episode will be coming out soon. Still don't have a date. I saw he posted it. So he called me the WA gym owner.
WA gym owner.
Joe DeFranco, NFL strength and conditioning coach, AFL player, Ryan Evenden,
WA gym owner.
WAFL, bloody, other sport, multi-sport chick. I was like, oh, thanks, Wood. You could have pumped me up a little bit more, mate. So, anyway,
Local country boy.
now is the best part of the show, and it is quiz time. Intro music, insert here when we get round to that. Anyway, who's the current reigning champ?
Isn't it 2-2, me and Adam? Or is it Adam 3-2?
Yeah, but Adam is currently
2-2.
the whole of the belt.
Okay.
So, Simon, I've kind of stacked this in your favour, mate. I've given it
Pressure now.
you should win. You know why you should win it?
I don't know.
It's because it's on the Channel Islands. Woohoo!
Oh, no.
So, we're going to see how good Simon is at his own homeland. The Channel Islands quiz. Here we go. Question number 1. As always, guys, the rules are shout your name before answering. Simon, don't get too excited. You've given away questions before that way. Shout your name. I will say who won the shout out if there is any contention. You get one hint that you can go for. There are 15 questions for this quiz. Everyone ready?
Yeah.
All right, here we go. What is the political status of the Channel Islands? A, an English county. B, British Crown dependency.
Do you want to screen share so we can just read it instead?
Let's get a screen share going, boys.
I want a quiz on Italy next week.
Yeah, we'll do a quiz on Italy next week, maybe.
And then Japan for Adam.
All right, here we go. We're on. All right. You can also start, let's get the first question. All right, we'll start again. Question number 1. What is the political status of the Channel Islands? A, an English county. B, British Crown dependency. C, an independent country. D, a part of the United Kingdom. Tick, tock, tick, tock.
Jules.
Tock. Jules.
I'm going B. British Crown dependencies.
And, oh, it doesn't tell us.
You're going to have to submit all the questions.
All right, what we'll do, I've got a plan. We got Jules.
Everyone puts their answer in, and then we fit then we'll tally it up at the end.
Matsu. Simon. Am I in? I'm in.
So we're going to do it like last week then?
Yeah.
Yeah, we'll get. Jules,
It'll be revealed at the very end.
Yep, I've gone B.
I'm going to go D.
I'm
Simon.
going D as well.
I'm going D.
Adam.
I don't know, it could be B, but I'm going to say D. Yeah.
I don't know anything about this.
Well, take a stab in the dark, mate.
I said D.
And D. All right, question number 2. Which is not one of the Channel Islands? A, Alderney. Yep. B, Herm. C, Sark. D, White.
It takes so long.
So, I'm going to go, Ryan. This is exciting, isn't it? I'm going to go with Herm.
Okay.
What's B?
I'm going to say,
No knowledge.
I'm saying C. Sark.
C.
Yeah. Sark sounds good.
Simon.
D.
B.
D.
D. Oh.
D for Donnybrook.
Which of the Channel Islands is closest to France?
Oh, hang on a second.
Shah. Oh, did I say Shah?
It's too late to go back.
I didn't say Shah. It's all right.
I think I did.
Guernsey
Oh,
or
damn, I did.
Guernsey?
Jersey.
Simon, please go
I'm
first.
saying Jersey.
No, because if I go first, then you all coffee.
We don't care. It's your turn to go first. Does he throw the question to get us off?
Well, it doesn't really matter, does it? We
going
all
with
get a point on number.
The old Jersey.
Yeah, somewhere.
Yeah, I'm going to say Jersey as well.
Everyone's going Jersey.
I'll say Jersey too.
Everyone's going for Jersey just for Simon.
You're a sheep, Komatsu.
I am a sheep.
Which island has laws forbidding the use of cars? Herm and Shah, Jersey and Albany, Guernsey and Herm, Albany and Shah.
I'm going to say C.
C for Jules. Well, I've got to click these, don't I? Oh, it doesn't matter, does it?
Just click anything, yeah.
Yep. Who's next? I'm going to go D.
Yeah. I'm going to go D as well. Albany.
Simon?
A.
Oh, Simon. All right, Simon, can you pronounce this question?
What exactly are the Minkies?
What exactly are the Minkies? A group of Jersey rock musicians, a nickname for a fur coat, rocky hill tops of Guernsey, a group of rocks at sea. Ooh, I think it's A or D. That's what I reckon. Something about rocks. It's not the coats. It's got to be something about rocks. What do we got,
I'm
Simon?
going C.
Adam's going C. I'm going to go a group of rocks at C. Actually, no, I'm going A. I'm done an A. Oh, no, I haven't done C. I'm going to go C. No, I'm going a D.
I'm going to go with A. It seems like the most obvious one, which means it's probably wrong, but I'm going to say A.
Simon?
D.
B?
D.
D.
D for Donnybrook.
D for
I feel like
Donnybrook.
he might know that one.
On which island is the highest elevation? Albany, Guernsey, Jersey, or Sark?
It's not.
You still haven't said it right once.
Let's go. Simon.
I'm gonna say B. I don't actually know.
He would say that though, wouldn't he?
That's who.
I'll go A.
Jules.
Elevation, like
Albany
know.
for altitude. That's my reasoning.
A for altitude. Well, Simon would know if it was Jersey, so I'm going to say it's not Jersey.
I'm going to go my favourite, Sark.
I'm going to say...
Did you go A?
No, I didn't say anything. I'm gonna say, yeah, I'll go A. Why not?
Formed by tidal eddy. Weird. The remarkable Shell Beach is on which island? Guernsey, Albany. What the hell?
I say you make Simon answer this one first. I reckon he's got the sneaky answers.
No, honestly, I don't know this stuff. I'm going to say D. I'll go Herm.
I'm saying C because that hasn't come up yet.
Maybe it's a red herring though.
That is true.
I do C.
No, Jethro. Jethro.
Just ow.
Are you going to C as well?
No, I'm going to go with Guernsey. I haven't said that one yet.
I'm also going to go with my favourite Jeffo. The barley wicks of Guernsey and Jersey each issue their own banknotes. Is that like some weird pleb currency you've got over there, Simon?
Simo will know this one.
What?
Where are these legal tender? Anywhere in the Channel Islands, anywhere in the EU, anywhere in the UK, only in the issuing bailiwick.
It seems too obvious that...
I didn't realise, Simon, that Jersey had their own barley money.
Yeah, it's the same value as a British pound.
So it's exactly the same thing?
Exactly the same thing.
All right, I'm going to C.
I'm going to go C as well, I reckon.
It seems too obvious to be just there. And if it's the same value, then why wouldn't you accept it? Then you're just left with this random money. I'm going D.
You going B?
D.
D for Donnybrook.
D for Donny. And Simon.
A.
Oh, no. I reckon he knows that one.
He definitely knew that one.
Yeah.
Well, tick that one just in case. What is the biggest wild animal in Channel Island? Badger.
Simon.
What's a shark? What's a skunk? Is that a skunk?
Skunk. Yeah.
You don't get skunks in Jersey.
No,
I
I
don't
wouldn't have
know.
thought so.
That's
I
the
wouldn't
wrong
have.
Jersey. That's Jersey, like, where they're all like, what up?
You'd probably get foxes, wouldn't you?
That kind of Jersey. I'm going with a badger because badgers are big.
They're not as big as a fox, though.
Mate, you haven't seen a badger.
I've got
Are they?
badger as well.
You haven't seen a wild
Badgers
badger.
are pretty big.
It's a question if they do actually get badgers on the island.
Yeah.
Get the badger.
Out of all of those, badgers is the biggest.
Foxes are good swimmers. Simon, what do you think?
Well, that's it. I don't know if they do have badgers.
Because badgers are definitely the biggest.
Yeah, I'm going to go badger.
Oh, I like a badger. Simon, you went badger. Jules, what have you got?
I'm going with my heart. My heart says fox.
He's a foxy.
Yeah.
He's a foxy man. All right. 3 of the largest islands each have a town named after a saint. Which of these is not a Channel Island town? Oh my God. Here we go. Saint Helena, Saint Nicholas, Saint Peter Port. Peter Port. That's a cool one. That one is. And St. Anne. I'm going with Sir Peter Port because it's the only
I'm
one
going-
without
Yeah,
Yeah,
I'm
Peter
on
Port.
Peter Port.
Simon.
I'm going to go St. Anne.
St. Anne for Simon. St. Anne for Simon. Jules.
Yeah, Peter Port.
Adam.
Peter Port.
We're on. We're on. We've got 5 to go, guys. Which Channel Island evacuated all its inhabitants at the start of World War II and was turned into an fortress by the Germans?
Is
Char,
he German?
Albany, Herm, Breckhall? Breckhall? Can you pronounce that, Simon?
Echo? I don't know.
All right. I'm going with Herm because Herm has been, I've got like 4 C's in a row. I can't go C again. It's against multi-choice.
It sounds like Herm sounds like a German word, doesn't it? Or is that just me?
The islands have been named the islands for centuries.
Oh.
Look at Simon just going, look at you, thinking that we're not that old. You Italian. I'm gonna go with D. We've lost Adam. Adam's bailed. But I'm going with D. Jules.
Well, I reckon I'm going to go with my heart, and my heart says Herm.
Bloody Herm again, eh?
Yeah.
Simon.
Yeah, it's between Sark and Herm, I think. I'll go Sark.
Shark.
And Adam, you've got 5 seconds to enter a question. 5, 4, 3, 2, 1. No question there for Adam. Ooh, that could hurt him later in the game.
That could.
Lequoppy.
Do you reckon Adam's girlfriend came over?
Jules, he's a single man.
Sorry.
Lequoppy specul. I can't say this.
La Coupe spectacularly separates the bigger part of the island of Sark from what?
Oh, so Sark is an island. The calf of Sark.
I'm saying the calf of Sark. Look at the calves.
Little shark, shark minor, or there's another one. I'm going with Lokwaki. I'm going with A.
I'm saying calf of shark, baby.
Calf of shark.
Gotta be.
C. Simon.
I'm going to say Little Sark, C.
C. Oh no, you're B, aren't you, Jules? Sorry, mate. And
Yep.
Adam, 5, 4, 3,
He's gone again.
2, 1. He's out. He's forfeiting on demand, isn't he? Fox, go Helmer, Armady, the calf. Which island? The islands of Jersey and Guernsey are famous for their dairy cattle breeds of the same name. But what other commodity do these names bring to mind? Fishing rods and reels, boots and shoes, hats and caps, sweaters and jumpers. Boys.
Adam will know that. Simon will know
I'm
this.
back.
I ain't got a clue. I don't even know what a breed's called.
The cattle breeds, well, they're called Guernsey cows and Jersey cows.
Jersey cows.
I'm going with boots and shoes.
Oh, yeah, okay, that makes sense.
I don't think you can make sweaters and jumpers out of dairy cattle. Can you?
Come on, come on.
Yeah, I'm going boots and shoes.
Yeah, I'm going to go boots and shoes as well.
Simon.
I'm going sweaters and jumpers.
Isn't that for sheep?
Adam, you forfeited 2 questions. So I think you're cooked here.
Yeah.
Victor Hugo, the author of Legend of Miserable, look at my French accent, and other books, lived in exile from 1855 to 1870. On which island where his recently refurbished house is now a museum in his memory? Albany, Herm, Char, or Guernsey?
I'm
Boys,
going to go with Herm. Herm. Every
Yeah.
answer is Herm, baby.
we got 3. We got 2 Herms.
I'm going to go Alderney. Well, I don't really know, but yeah.
I'm going with Guernsey. C. The final question.
Have you ticked all of them?
Yeah, I think so. One of these tourist attractions on Jersey is a relic of a German occupation during World War II. Simon, you better get this question right. You tell me all the time about the war. What is the nature of this item? Submarine shipyard, underground tunnels, base for launching V1 missiles, concentration camp. Simon, you're first.
Go underground tunnels.
Jules.
Underground tunnels.
Give everyone an answer, eh?
Adam.
Yeah, I want to say something different, but it's probably going to be right. So underground tunnels.
I quite like the idea of it being a missile base, to be honest, but then that doesn't really make sense because why didn't they just launch the missiles? So concentration camp's a bit morbid. You probably would have thought about that.
Yeah, I don't think so.
Submarine shipyard.
Nah.
Simon's trying not to give away anything here. Look at him. He's got his poker face on. Have you just blown an answer to try and get us all off the scent?
I probably should have.
Oh, so it's underground tunnels. There we go. B. All right, so
All right, let's see. Let's go.
I can't even remember what I said for anything.
all right. So, oh, we don't know which one was which.
No, we do. So number
British
one
Crown
was.
dependencies.
Oh no, yeah.
Damn.
Oh,
Oh, Jules was right.
Yes, we got this.
I said that.
Yeah, but the answer's like, yeah, you got to remember what you put.
That's
Yeah,
all right.
no.
I'm gonna do it at the same time. Hang on.
Come
No,
on, this-
didn't you just write? No, it comes up with the answer there, Ryan.
Yeah, but it doesn't say the.
yeah, but not
letter.
A, B, C, or D.
Right.
I know,
Oh, boy.
I got that first one wrong.
Yeah, I think Jules is the only one who got that one right.
That's the wrong one.
Who let Ryan drive? It's the top one, Ryan, isn't it?
Oh, I got
The one that you've already
my
clicked on?
lunch.
Yeah.
Yeah,
You
I want
what?
lunch too.
I want my lunch.
Right, it was B.
All right. It was B.
So, Jules, you've got a tick. Nothing for Adam, nothing for Simon, nothing for me.
I'm the quiz master.
2 was Herm. Herm was D.
What? No. Go on
Yeah.
me again.
Oh, sorry, it was white.
Yeah, the correct answer is white, yeah.
Well, that's nothing for you, nothing for Kamatsu, nothing for Simon. 1 point for me.
No, they've rearranged them. They're not in the same order.
Question 2.
Yeah, I definitely said white was the answer.
No, you didn't.
Yeah, I did.
You said Herm. We're recording
No, I didn't.
back later.
No.
Which Channel Island is closest to France? Here we go. Albany. Which one was Albany? A. Yes, Ryan again.
What are you talking about? Alderney's D.
All of these D.
They've rearranged them.
I think they've rearranged them.
No, they haven't.
Yes.
The quiz.
Open
is
another
back.
tab. Open another tab. See if it's different.
Right, they've rearranged them.
No, they haven't. Nah, it was sweet. Simon, you're just upset because you're not getting any answers.
No, I did not get that wrong. Number 2 wrong.
You did. You got number 2 wrong.
Oh, well,
No, I
number,
didn't.
number 1 was still in the same order.
It's the same. You're just getting the answers wrong, Simon.
No.
Oh, wait. That was D. Okay, I got that one wrong. Jules, you got that one wrong. Adam got that one wrong. Simon, you also got that one wrong. Simon, you're on 0 right now.
I'm on 1. Fucked up.
Jersey and
Herman,
the correct answer is Herman Shah. Herman Shah was A. Oh, Ryan again. Oh, no, I got that one wrong. Hang on. No, I got that one wrong as well.
Let Ryan be quizmaster.
Wrong. Simon's on the board.
There you go. He
The
knows.
I've been ripped off here.
Oh, yeah.
Simon did say white for the island, by the way.
To be fair, the answers have changed
That's
order.
C.
They have?
They have. The rock musicians one. The nickname for Coates was the second one. I remember that.
Oh, so
Oh,
these,
no.
It's in a different order.
Yeah.
Oh no.
okay, guys. For those at home that potentially know the answers to these, please write in at contact@formidablestrength.com.au.
Can we chop that whole part out?
The quiz still says we have a quiz master today who has succeeded, me, and everyone else. Let's go on the scores. Currently, I am winning. There you go. I'm the quiz master.
Why don't you just go back and then check?
Yeah, watch the recording and then
You're going to have
check.
to rewatch the recording.
We might have to put the answers up later. Alrighty, guys. Thank you for tuning in. That was a pretty long and crazy quiz that didn't really go anywhere. So, apologies.
I'm picking the quiz next week.
There will be a better quiz next week. Obviously, the Channel Islands aren't that interesting. So that's all from me today. Adam, where can you find yourself?
I can find myself right here.
Yeah, we're on the social medias.
On the socials.
On the social medias, I am at Komatsua, KOMATSUAA.
Jules,
At Julian Ward 95 on everything.
Simon,
Yeah, I'm in my office today.
look at that. What another great answer from Simon. You can find me at Ryan_Evenden on pretty much everything. I don't know if I have anything else. Thank you all for tuning in today for that talk on sleep, a little bit of sport, and then a really long and not so great quiz. As always, guys, stay safe, stay connected, stay strong. I've mixed that up. But most importantly, everyone, 3, 2, 1.
Be formidable.
Be formidable.
Be formidable.
No, you're not getting